celebration. I am pleased to inform you, Your Excellency, probably you might be wondering how I come here. I am the President of the Uganda Federation of Employers, having been successfully elected on the 46th annual general meeting that took place last month. And I have my governing council members here. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to those members of the Federation that put trust in me and the council. And most important, to pledge to foster collaborative partnerships with the government, with you, Your Excellency, the government, and our esteemed social partners, that is the National Organization of Trade Unions, NOTU, COF2, and our strategic allies. Your Excellency, we commend the NRM government under your visionary leadership that the economy has remained stable. And statistics don't lie, Your Excellency. There could be other positions here and there, but it is factual that inflation has remained relatively stable compared to the rest of the economies. Had always between 4, 5, 6 there, when actually we know that many countries are oscillating between 18 and 20%. And again, this is factual, even in this region of Africa. GDP is also expected to grow by more than 7%, which is outstanding by global standards. The parish development model, which has been talked about here, with its focus on elevating household incomes and welfare, stands as a testament to this commitment, Your Excellency, and government's emphasis on industrial growth, encompassing agro-processing, infrastructure development, service provision, ICT, reflects very well on the defined priorities of our national development agenda. Therefore, Your Excellency, I would like to express the employers' commitment to support the NRM government in attaining the tenfold growth that will make it possible to achieve our national vision 2040. We would like also to express our commitment to continue supporting implementation of the parish development model and other government programs. We also extend our sincere commendation to the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development for its close collaboration with social partners, of which we are a member, on a number of critical issues that Your Excellency raised last year, and these include the important matters of labor casualization, the establishment of a minimum wage, and the promotion of one-acre model encompassing enterprise development. We would like to express our appreciation to your willingness to hold a meeting with employers to discuss how we can work together with you to accelerate wealth creation and job creation, especially for the youth numbers that increase every other day. Again, from your program where you are a champion of immunization and other things. And of course, also universal primary, secondary, and to a large extent, university and tertiary institutions education. Unemployment now stands at 12.3%. In this meeting, we shall further present to you the position papers, in another meeting, not this very one, that we have developed in an engagement way on the significant issues raised during last year's Labor Day celebration and the issues of yesterday's meeting, Your Excellency. We are very more than eager to collaborate with the government to further strengthen the achievements of the presidential initiative for skilling the youth. We are committed to facilitating linkages between trained youth and employment opportunities. Your Excellency, I would like to tell you that these are things that occupy us in our boardrooms, especially the not total connection, some disconnect between training institutions and the skills that are required for industry and other activities. We still need to do a lot of things around that area. And we see the initiatives, presidential initiative for skilling, as a very good initiative that will get us there in the near future once we all work together through engagements. If we need to be, Your Excellency, this is a matter we need to draw an action plan and even work around it to get an MOU to show how serious we want to be in this area. And I want to mention here, Your Excellency, that it is very true that there are many people looking for jobs. But it is also true that there are quite a number of people who are not employable, at least in some areas of industry and other employments. I would like to pay special tribute to the International Labour Organization, which has been steadfast in championing our tripartite cooperation, including direct support to government and employers and workers, especially in areas of decent work program where we are realizing milestones. And on this, we are grateful for the NRM government for commitments to providing the financing for this program. On this special occasion of Labor Day celebrations, and I'm going very fast, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all workers for their support and contribution to our organizations, industries, and communities. Workers are not only a driving force behind our businesses, but also a very backbone of our nation and a foundation upon which the world's progress is built. We deeply appreciate that tireless effort and significant contributions. As we celebrate and recognize our workers, we must also acknowledge that the realities and challenges presented by the rapidly growing and evolving world of work, largely driven by technological advancements. And I challenge you to be on top of all these endeavors. Your Excellency, these appreciations would not end, but there are many partners that have helped us. I will give this speech to them, and you know that we have appreciated. Quite a lot of things that were discussed yesterday with you. I am not going to mention them. You probably will mention them yourself. But these were big milestones in our day-to-day work, and they form part of our strategic plan activities, and we are very excited. And without wasting time, we shall be asking the Minister of Gender, Labour, and Social Development, as usual, to champion this as we bring them on the table and reduce them to workable activities that Your Excellency will begin to see results of those. Otherwise, I commend the NRM government for the impactful initiatives in many areas: microfinance, PDM, SACCOs, and so on. Your Excellency, we know you have never rested in looking for how wealth can be created to include everybody, not just a few in our communities, and we really appreciate that effort. It is not for everybody, We know that, and how we wish that we could all be drawn into this and work together with our president to make sure that people's incomes are improved and increased for everybody's happiness. Our mission as the Federation of Uganda Employers is to enhance business competitiveness through effective policy advocacy, the fostering of sound employment relations, and the provision of market-driven business development services. Our overarching purpose is to contribute to build a better and more sustainable future by influencing, supporting, and delivering for business success. Your Excellency, we can talk the whole day, but we'll be having another time to discuss these matters. We are happy with the commitment transforming this country once again, taking into account that in 1986, just keep reminding ourselves that just 3.9 billion USO was the total sum of our economy. Today, we are almost reaching 52 billion US dollars. And if I were you, really, I would clap for that. By the end of this year, it could even be something in the region of 56.6 billion US dollars. We are very, very, very proud, resoundingly, of this achievement, Your Excellency, which means more money in our pockets. All we need now is to simply distribute it to all our citizens, what you are already doing through PDM. We want to thank Your Excellency and the government and everybody. With that, Your Excellency, allow me to stop here. As I have said, more work is ahead, and we are very, very glad to be partners in this endeavor. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Karamoja. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fred Wamwesiga, President of the Federation of Uganda Employers. The last speech in this segment is going to come from the representative of the International Labour Organization, and Mr. Ivan Isruanga, the head of the ILO office, Kampala, is going to deliver this statement, which he had alerted me is going to be brief, given the fact that we now have some very little time for His Excellency the President, because he has some other duties in the brief time. So we are sorry, we shall be able to conclude this session quickly. Mr. Even
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, allow me to ride on the protocols earlier set by my previous speakers and simply say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand here today representing the International Labour Organization and also giving recognition to the work that the Republic of Uganda has brought on the table, where the International Labour Organization is closely collaborating. Today, Uganda joins the rest of the world in commemorating International Labour Day under the theme, Consolidating on the Gains of the Parish Development Model for Increased Productivity and Increased Job Creation. Labour Day is more than just a celebration. It is a powerful reminder of the invaluable contribution of workers to national, regional, and global development. Originating from the labor union movement of the 19th century, this day honors the courage, solidarity, and achievement of workers who fought for fair wages, decent working hours, and safe working conditions. This year, the International Labour Organization calls for all member states to renew their commitment to social justice, which remains fundamental for achieving inclusive growth and sustainable development. Your Excellency, today Uganda stands as a shining example in labor governance across Africa. Its progressive labor laws and inclusive administration systems continue to champion the rights of all workers, including vulnerable populations. Notably, Uganda remains the leading host country for refugees in Africa, and fourth in the world after Iran, Turkey, and Germany. Through your open door policy, refugees are not only granted safety, but have also integrated into the workforce, a demonstration of the nation's commitment to the ILO's call for inclusive economic growth. Your Excellency, today's celebrations in particular are historic as it marks the launch of the third generation Decent Work Country program for Uganda. Guided by three core country priorities, this decent work carries the highest seal of political will, a powerful testament to Uganda's unwavering commitment to dignify opportunity and prosperity for every worker. This launch by Your Excellency elevates the Decent Work Country program to the highest political commitment, reaffirming Uganda's unwavering commitment to advancing decent work for all. It is a significant milestone in our journey towards equitable and inclusive economic transformation. Your Excellency, as we mark this important day, let us renew our collective commitment to workers' rights, dignity, and social justice. The ILO, together with the ministry, stands firmly with the government and people of Uganda on this journey. Today, we can build a nation where every worker is empowered, every job is dignified, and no one is left behind. Let us build on the progress achieved through initiatives like the Parish Development Model, which I cannot re-emphasize more. The children gave a very good poem. It is a plan that works. It's a plan that we don't need to change. In conclusion, the ILO underscores its unwavering commitment to fully support the implementation of the Decent Work Country program and calls on board employers and workers to move together to turn the vision of the decent work for all into reality. I stand here and thank you all and wish you a happy Labor Day. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, we thank you so much. Now the Deputy Directors of Ceremonies are going to hand over to the Director of Ceremonies. Ekapoloni, Papa President, Ekakiro Alice Muwanguzi, Karamo Jongait, Nina A. Bunyoro. We are now handing over to the Director of Ceremonies. Now you have got other colleagues who will also introduce themselves. Asante sana, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Your Excellency, Abid Sam Yomoki, Secretary General of the Central Organization of Trade Unions, COFTU.
Kapoloni President Ikilakara Nore, Area Kakiro Mongin Joan, Arayolo, Ekobinga Krane, Kilakara Noi.
Your Excellency, I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police Chituma Rusoke, as well as the police spokesperson.
Your Excellency, I'm Senior Commissioner of Prisons, Frank Baine, and Prison Spokesperson.
Your Excellency, the Director of Ceremonies today is Honorable Anyakun Esther Davinia, MP for Nakapiripiriti District. And she is also the Minister of State for Labor, Employment and Industrial Relations. She is now taking over, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, colleagues, Minister of State, Your Worships, judges and members of the judiciary, Your Excellency, members of diplomatic missions, honorable members of parliament, traditional and religious leaders, Inspector General of Government, representatives of Deputy IGG, Chairman and member of the Constitutional Assembly, Head of Civil Service, Permanent Secretaries, Chief of Defense Forces, Inspector General of Police, UPDF High Command, Resident District Commissioners, District LC5 chairpersons from the region, representatives of workers and employers, organizations, all workers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, it's an heartfelt honor and heartfelt of joy that you welcomed to hold this year's National Labor Day celebration. And here at Nakale grounds in Nakapiripiriti district, Your Excellency, I extend a very special and warm welcome to you, and I thank you most sincerely for honoring us with your presence here today. Despite your demanding schedules, your attendance is here a testimony to your unwavering commitment to the dignity and welfare of Ugandans and workers. We, the people of Nakapiripiriti, are so delighted to welcome you, Your Excellency. Labor Day is more than a celebration. It is a powerful reminder to all our shared responsibility upon the rights, the dignity, and welfare of all workers across the country. It also aligns with the core principles of the NRM, patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. These principles are not abstract. They inform real, on-the-ground government priorities, creating productive government on employment, protecting rights at the workers, and strengthening the social protection systems, and promoting meaningful social dialogue. At last year's celebration in Fort Portal, representatives of the workers, particularly for NOTU, raised concerns regarding the increasing prevalence of precarious and casual employment, which often leaves workers with access to social protection and fundamental rights. Your Excellency, in your wisdom, you listened and you acted. Under your directive, the ministry initiated joint labor and occupational safety and health inspections, beginning with all industries, business parks across the country. Allow me to report on this. We have so far inspected 62 workplaces, engaging 316 key participants, including CEOs and HR of OSH managers. 42 of these provided detailed responses, which allowed us to evaluate compliance levels. At the initial point of assessment, OSH compliance was at 26.7%, and labor standards compliance stood at 11%. Following our month later, these numbers have improved from 35.2% and 15.5% respectively. While we are celebrating the 29.7% improvement of the OSH compliance and the 52.4% increasing in labor standards compliance. The findings corresponding in both progress and urgency. We are moving forward, but a lot more work remains to be ensure compliance is with Ugandan's laws in every workplace. Your Excellency, as our chief worker, we kindly request your continued support in implementation of the third Decent Work Country program, which you are set to launch today. The program is key to improving working conditions and also enhancing labor productivity. Excellency, I want to shorten my speech and go straight to recognize my colleagues who are here. The ministers, we have the third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Nakadama Rukia, Honorable Francis Mwibasa, thank you for coming, Honorable Ellen Adowa, Honorable Minister Peter Lokeris, Honorable Minister Mutuzo Peace, Honorable Minister Ekiro Rose Lily, Honorable Minister Atenyi Balam, who has been with me for the entire week, Honorable Betty Amongi, Minister, Honorable Minister Nambozo Florence, Honorable Minister Gidudu Mafabi Dominic, Honorable Businje Victoria Rusoke, and Honorable Namuyango Jennifer, Minister Oleru Huda, Honorable Minister Millie Babalanda. The second members that we have here, we have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto and James Tweheyo. Your Excellency, I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the key individuals, partners, people who have worked to increase, one, the household income of the people of Nakapiripiriti, and also the water coverage of the people of Nakapiripiriti and the security. Your Excellency, we have an award for the following. An award for Innovation Africa. As Nakapiripiriti District, this organization has installed solar piped water to the manyatas of your people, Your Excellency. At the beginning, we had water by 4 years ago at 58%, but at the moment, the people of Nakapiripiriti are enjoying water availability at 77.8%. We shall request the country director of this organization to step forward. The second organization, Your Excellency, is Give Directly. Your Excellency, the people of Nakapiripiriti have changed from household poverty to household income families. Give Directly. This Momo provided an update on Give Directly cash transfer program that was implemented in Nakapiripiriti District and Moroto District in Karamoja sub-region. It aimed at complementing Uganda's parish development model and contributing significantly to the objective of the National Development Plan 3. Give Directly has a lot of strategies, but I'm going to go straight to what funding and deliverable we have here. Your Excellency, the cash transfers per household at 3.5 million shillings via mobile money. Your Excellency, the households covered so far in the district are 10,848 households, and those are 70,901 individuals. Each has received 3.5 million shillings in Nakapiripiriti district. Aligning this Uganda National Development Plan, our initiative of directive directly aligns with NDP3 strategic goal to lift over 3.5 million households in 17.5 million Ugandans out of poverty. Your Excellency, the meals have increased, the infrastructure, access to health, adequate housing, and over 45% have invested in cash. And most of it is in agricultural inputs, buying land, assets, businesses, and move to sustainable, to commercial. Your Excellency, I want to call the following: Ivan, the country director of Give Directly, to receive the award from Nakapiripiriti District Local Government, the country rep of Innovation Africa, and the UPDF Division Commander. This one is coming from the entire region. We are awarding the UPDF, Your Excellency, through you, Your Excellency, and we thank you so much as the people of Karamoja that we have achieved peace. The people of Karamoja have also thanked the CDF for being very supportive, and currently we have a commandant who has been working with us very closely and is down to earth person, just like how Don Nabasa did. They also have an award, Your Excellency, and I'm going to request the Right Honorable Prime Minister to come and give them this award, and you'll take just a photo moment with them. Your Excellency, on behalf of the people of Nakapiripiriti and Karamoja, I have only 2 memos to present to you and one single request. Your Excellency, we have been talking from 2010, the issue of the cows that were stolen at the protected clans, kraals. I will request the division commander to come and join to receive the award from the region for you. Because this is Labor Day celebration, so we are celebrating the changes you have caused in the community. Excellency, there is a list here that I know I will represent to the Attorney General of the original people whose cows were stolen at the kraals in Kageta. Other lists were being... Director, Country Director, Innovation Africa, please step forward. Your Excellency, I have an original list of the stolen cows. This list was stamped on the 10th of May, 2010, unlike others that were being represented before I came to Parliament and they were infiltrated. I will hand it over to the PPS when I leave the stage. Your Excellency, my last request, Your Excellency, I want to thank the following people. I want to thank Palatio, the contractors who are here. Where are they? Can you stand up and wave at the President? Palatio. The contractor, they helped us to flatten this ground at a 0 cost, just because of the social corporate responsibility they gave to the district. The district team, executive members of the district team, my LC5 chairman, are they on this tent? You wave at the President, please. Wave at the entire team, the doc team, engineer, Oketayok, everybody was here on a daily basis. Wave at the President for recognition. Namalu prisons in particular, Your Excellency, the prisons helped us. Where is the CEO? Please, thank you so much for helping us to clear the ground together with Palatio. Your Excellency, lastly, I want to thank Athio Ronnie. He's the landlord, the owner of the land where we are seated. Your Excellency, you remember Mzee Athio died in July 2019, and his home is just behind here. Your Excellency, I am kindly requesting, that's why I cut my walking from where you are to here so that I can save a lot of time. After this celebration, the family, the children have come from Germany, everywhere, to greet you as you pay last respect to their late father, who has been the first and the only Karamojong who has been to Lancaster on independence celebration. That is for recognition from Nakapiripiriti district and from Karamoja sub-region for changing the lives of the people of Karamoja, Nakapiripiriti in particular, on water, economic empowerment at household level, and security, which is paramount. Your Excellency, as I take an honor to invite the Minister of Gender and Labor and Social Development, Honorable Betty Amongi, to come and forward and make her remarks. May we all continue to uphold the dignity of labor. I wish all Ugandans a joyful and reflective Labor Day celebration. I am so humbled that you came to Nakapiripiriti. It's so near from Kampala. Your Excellency, we have the best road in this region. We have the best road in Uganda as of now, and we appreciate for that. Thank you. We shall be waiting as we plan to go and pay our last respect to Mzee Athio in the next compound. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Head of Diplomatic Corps, Members of Parliament, religious leaders, representative of workers and employers, national leaders. I see Your Excellency, our cultural leaders and religious leaders seated. I have also other national leaders, the chairperson, National Women Council, and the executive. They are there. We have a DPP, representative of IGG, the former Deputy Chief Justice. And I want to, Your Excellency, we are in Karamoja, where we have a cabinet minister in charge of Karamoja, and also a state minister. I hope he will introduce the state minister for Karamoja, and it will be unfair when we are in Karamoja not to allow him to greet the people of Karamoja. Then I deliver the speech and invite you. Honorable Lokeris, please.
Your Excellency of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, because of time, all protocol observed. You are most welcome to the region. Your Excellency, you know, since you come, and that year when you arrived, you met me, and you did give me the appointment of special administrator for this area. The area was not known where it was moving. But now, what you have done, you are the true light of Karamoja region. Let me remind you a few things you did when I was with you. There was a time we were discussing about this road, that should be tarmacked. But the people were saying, what is the internal rate of return for this road? Then you heard it and say, no, I see prospects in Karamoja. Let us stimulate by making roads, and you will see the internal rate of return would increase. You see now, this road which has come, this one, when you argued and you got the money from the Islamic Development Bank, the road is here. Good enough you gave to a company from Turkey, Plateau. What he's doing on this road is so marvelous that most roads are not like this. And it will continue up to Nakapiripiriti. And during the one again you allowed to be made by Ministry of Works up to Moroto. So here now, meet the one of Soroti. What more? You have done the imaginable things we didn't expect. The day again we were together discussing about power. We said, where is the money? We said the money is what you yourself established, the electricity fund. When we had done the survey, we came to you with your neck, who was my minister. We said, the money is there. He said, where? We say, rural electricity fund. How much? $55 million. But for Soroti to Moroto is only 6. For this one, from Ronko to Amudat, 5, 11. You said, go ahead. We never asked you anything. Power is here. People are snoring under power. Instead of doing cottage industries and so on. But it's good enough. It is there. For industries also, you said move. And that's why I brought KV 132, which has reached Kidepo. You imagine what you have done. And you are continuing. Now factories are coming, everything is coming. For me, I'm telling this Karamojong, if we want to change quickly, Museveni is the answer. Next election, when I see a person not saying Museveni Oye, I will say this one has got, I think the head is not all right. Because if you are seeing well, we are moving. This is the pleasures I want to tell you, Your Excellency. For us now, we used from Namalu to Mbale, a person used to pay 50,000 transport fare. Now it is 5, 10. And we are moving all the time. You can go 10 times if you want. So marketing is on the way. And you saw our ladies who came here. They were not very tired. You saw them all right. We grow a lot of rice here. If you want rice, don't import from India. It is import from Namalu. It is there. So this is what we are saying. And the whole of Karamoja is really moving. Energically. They want peace. But I'm trying to do peace. But there are a few things which bring problems. I think the budget was drastically cut. I want all the time to move in Karamoja, but at times I don't find time to move. And even my colleagues complain, say, you used to be very active. Why are you not coming? But I don't know, tell them that it's a problem. But otherwise, Your Excellency, you are most welcome. I am very happy. We know Karamoja is moving ahead in transformation. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, let me introduce Honorable Nambozo. If you can stand up, he's the Minister of State in charge of Karamoja, and she's always with the people of Karamoja. Let me also recognize Justice Jane Oku, acting principal judge, was not introduced, and our Justice Linda Tumusime, our head of industrial court. Thank you for coming. Your Excellency, many people have already said why we are celebrating Labor Day. To honor workers, celebrate their contributions, advocate for fair labor practices. Your Excellency, our labor force remains the backbone of our economy. Therefore, today we are recognizing the importance of promoting and protecting the rights of workers. We are assessing the challenges we continue to face, opportunities that lies ahead, and recommitting ourselves to ensuring that we enforce employment practices that enhance productive employment. Your Excellency, I want to just give a slight characterization of our labor force. Our labor force is predominantly composed of young population, constituting 73%, who are under the age of 30, according to the Uganda Bureau of Standards 2024 census. This youthful population, Your Excellency, presents immense opportunity to build a dynamic, productive labor force. The international community defines the working population to be those between 14 years to 64 years. So when we talk about child labor, children 14 years are allowed to undertake some kind of labor. It is those that are below 14 that if they undertake employment that are not commensurate to training them is termed as child labor. So the working population age is 14 to 64, Your Excellency. And in Uganda, this category 14 to 64 is composed of 25.155 million Ugandans, representing 56.7% of our population. There are more females, 13.8272 is the population of women, 13,872,000 are the women population that are in the working categories, while the males in the working categories are 11,282,000. In terms of categories and wage and employment, 32.9% of the employees are earning formal wages out of formal employment. I'm sure a majority of you seated here are employed in the formal sector with a contract with terms and conditions. You seated here, you are among the 39.2%. 29.3% are self-employed. 24.5% are into family business, supporting a family business or working in a family business. 5.3% are employing themselves in their business that they have started. They employ themselves maybe as directors or MDs and also employ others. And 1.7% are into paid apprenticeship. Paid apprenticeship are those people, graduates, who come to your MDS and they are training, but you're giving them some little facilitation like transport, and they are being trained on the job. That constitutes 1.7%. Your Excellency, a significant portion of these categories of workers are engaged in informal and vulnerable employment. These vulnerable employments are things like when you are driving and coming here, you saw a lot of people selling at the roadsides. They are selling their tomatoes, they are selling their onions, they are selling their roasted cassava, roasted meats. Those are the people that are in the informal employment. And those in the informal employment are over 70% in the informal employment. Your Excellency, our unemployment rate stands at 12.3%, and according to the Population and Housing Census, a large number of the youth aged between 15 to 24 years are neither in employment or in education or in training. And these are the people, when you go to cities, you find they have created what they call jobless corners. They get up in the morning, they go to the towns, they go to the city, they don't have what to do, and they might end up being those who are stealing your phones, and you have to ensure that you are very careful. In terms of gender, women are more in the informal sector and unpaid work. And I think when you drive, you see majority of the women are the one on the roadside selling. And Your Excellency, our focus as a ministry and government is to ensure that these statistics of the people in the informal sectors are brought into the formal sector. And I am glad that several policies have been put in place and programs to address those challenges. The rollout of education and skilling under Ministry of Education, the BTVET, which are skilling people in technical work. Your own initiative, Your Excellency, of the Presidential Skilling Center, the macroeconomic policies that has attracted foreign direct investments, industrial parks and factories are promoting jobs. Your Excellency, other programs like Emikoro, Operation Wealth Creation, Uganda Women's Entrepreneurship Program, Youth Livelihood Program, the Agricultural Facility, Credit Facility Program, the skilling under the Ministry of Gender, we have Juakali that supports with tools and equipment for those who have got training from other entities. All this is to ensure that we absorb the statistics I've talked about so that they get into either self-employment or they are able to be employed by those who are getting this equipment and will employ others. We have several laws that we have put in place, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for assenting to the OSH, the Occupational Safety and Health Amendment Act, which we received 2 weeks ago, which is supposed to strengthen the Ministry of Gender, Department of Occupational Safety and Health, in ensuring that inspection and enforcement of safety of workers is harnessed through that laws. We have the Employment Amendment Act. On top of that, we have the Labor Dispute Arbitration Settlement Act, the Workers' Compensation Act, which deals with the issues around compensation of workers who get injured or dies or falls sick in their workplaces. The Pension Act, the NSSF Act, the Public Service Standing Orders, to mention but a few. So these laws, Your Excellency, stipulates with clarity the issue related to fair wages. And this is one of the areas that there are many challenges, the issue of wages, where many people are not being paid commensurate with what the laws stipulate. Some people are paid as low as 3,000 per day, Your Excellency. That's why sometimes when you are driving, you will find where the people are within industrial park working with a large number. So the issue of fair wages are addressed in the law, job security, safety and health, working hours, social security benefits, gratuity, maternity and paternity benefits, the right to form or join unions, the right to non-discrimination, and the right to social security. Of course, although the law exists, we still find some unscrupulous people who still do not follow the law, Your Excellency. And I'm glad that yesterday when you met us with the workers and Federation of Ugandan Employers, they explained to you the challenges of casual workers. And your guidance will help us in the ministry to streamline the issue of casualization of workers. The issue of working without written contracts. Most of the workers are given oral contracts. It's even worse where most of these are subcontractors. Your Excellency, we have this practice which we will bring a cabinet paper on circumstances where established companies are now using agents to recruit for them and negotiate. The agents are the ones who negotiate the wages, and they take the employees to the companies, and when those employees get a problem, the companies say, those are not our employees, you talk to the agents. And the agents do not have the licenses to employ people, and it does not have the mandate to compensate, to treat injury, and so on. That lacuna, we will bring a paper in cabinet. The issue of safety, occupational safety and health, we have a lot of circumstances where workers are dying. I think in the last 1 month we recorded about 3-4 deaths because of lack of following stringent occupational safety and health in workplaces. There is issues of unfair termination, the issue of some of the employers rejecting the right to collective bargaining, and so they will not allow workers to form their collective bargaining association and unions within the company premises. Your Excellency, as a ministry, we are mitigating these challenges. We are enforcing labor laws. We have strengthened labor officers. We are asking local governments to recruit more labor officers, because now we have money to pay and train labor officers who are mandated to go into those workplaces, inspect them, and enforce and recommend penalties. We are also enhancing penalties, and I want to really thank the department for the enforcement of penalties. Your Excellency, enforcement of penalties on the side of NSSF has enabled NSSF to increase their collection, because enforcement, ensuring that all the workers are counted and contributions made, and if an employer does not make contribution, NSSF moves in vigorously to ensure penalties. It has enabled NSSF to move that fund from 18 trillion now to 23 trillion. And with the new regulations of voluntary contribution, I'm also glad and notify you, Your Excellency, that the amendment which you permitted, that NSSF should open up, and any Ugandans who want to voluntarily save with NSSF outside the law be permitted. The regulation was done, and in the last 2 months they have moved that contribution from voluntary savers to over 5 billion. So I want to attest that enforcement works, and we are going to ensure that we enforce on issues of externalization of labor that many Ugandans talk about. Your Excellency, this financial year we now have money to scale up recruitment and placing of labor touches in the destination countries. Already you guided us, Your Excellency, and we had support from ESO. We have labor touchy in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We are now going to have in Qatar, Jordan, UAE, and other countries. Because labor touchies are those people with knowledge, and when they're in the countries where our externalized workers are, they are able to follow the complaints inside the countries, enforce labor laws, and where there is a problem, they are able to reach the ministry quickly, and we are able to respond. Your Excellency, I want to now conclude on the most important aspect of our theme, which is consolidating the gains of parish development model. And I want to attest, Your Excellency, which you know very well, that PDM has been a game changer for promoting local and rural entrepreneurship and generating employment at the grassroots. Without targeting rural and grassroots to get into employment and get into commercial agriculture, it will be difficult for us to sustain where we are moving into the middle income economy. And the data we got from the PDM Secretariat, Your Excellency, is showing that those that are now in coffee under PDM is 265,460. Those who have benefited under PDM in coffee. In other crops, 742,169. Piggery, and I know many people Ugandans are very fond of pork. In piggery, there are 280,847 producers under PDM. In poultry, there are 261,181. And in dairy production, there are 72,429. So within the period of PDM, we have seen a reduction from the previous statistics of those in the subsistence economy at 39%, and it has now reduced to 33%. So, Your Excellency, PDM continues to lift many rural people out of poverty and creating jobs. And therefore, this theme today on consolidating PDM emphasizes the need to build on the progress made that will enhance productivity and inclusive job creation. With that, Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity, all the other programs that we already have, which is upcoming, to complement PDM, is stated in our booklet programs.
Mata Akaramajong, Rakaranoi. Somebody should translate in the local language. Somebody translate in Akaramajong.
Ikimalai wani ekapoloni yoko balai wanda da mata.
The Deputy Prime Minister, the ministers, the labor leaders, all the other leaders, and members of the diplomatic corps, and the wananchi of Karamoja.
Ikimala tana inyeli wani dadan. Agia wani nyutungangu ya lokinga. Kape ikangulu ikitiyeka wani kwa tuwane bogo ya Prime Minister. Kana itu wani Karamoja wadada.
Because we have been here for a long time, I will try to summarize. Translate for them.
Ayaka eboi wana nege akawoyan. Achamte na yanga kronugo atubutubu ne uwaka.
Now, there is a word in the Bantu dialects called Enshoni. In Uganda it is Ensonyi. This is when you feel embarrassed or ashamed to do something bad.
Eya krotongene ya itoma na kituki munege legelia. Na itera krotonaga ale chitingina terio toriam araki kipiya kitia etichimolete mognogitia.
And that Enshoni is the one which makes you avoid doing certain things because people will look at you badly.
Rana itingina akrotona atemarebe ale chitingina teritungana nto yakaunori apaginete mognogitiyeti.
But we had a name in Ankore, Nshoninche, the one who has no shame to do anything.
Anna ina bodwang nyankole eya krotongene bokoi itungana ni nyemeli tatemari nyeti yatangunarno kori itungana ni nyamam nyekeri.
How do you say it in Akaramajongo? The one who has no shame to do anything.
Atami ibore bokoi wana laerere nyevi ni krea itungana ni nyemeli tera laerere tieti chikwangene chamito.
Would be who?
Alaerere.
Arairen.
Alaerere.
There are some other Iranians in Uganda. Translate. I'm saying. Because the opposition and those who oppose NRM are really Iran.
Nera ngitunga ngulu etiakara neni ogorule bogo woni ngulu ko opposition era ngitunga ngulu ya lair
Tebalna Sonyi, they have no shame, no embarrassment.
Era ngitunga ngulu lair ngulu ya mam ngakre milito kiti ya uni nguna iti ya unte abalike nguna ke nguna.
Now I am glad you arranged this May Day in Nakapiripiriti in Karamoja.
Alakara na iya na kolongite na nera ikiaitu wani ngadu bananugu ikitale ngadu bananugu na kolongite na alokari mojo nga Nakapiripiriti.
So that you can ashame the Iranian people.
Anera anikitiya wani ngakronugu kia wini ngadu bananege ikilema wani alairere na lege yakatari ngitunga ya bali boko wani tiyata.
You had these labor union leaders, they were with me until late in the night in Entebbe. But they drove and got here in time, even before me, for the meeting. Now this is because the roads are good.
And there
is security. So you had you had localists was telling you about the road.
Ikipoto de kontarela lokato kolokeris gori papa yo kolokeris iruoronga krongo na ajua kamune tapito ngurugudei
About the electricity.
Iruoro tarenguna kalai
About the
na kanga lewangi tunga
the immunization. The immunization.
Una ka akide mizeme ruori.
That's why the population of Karamoja has gone up.
Inyedi to kona akide mizeme ngin koria ngaleungin nyedi aina kinyo kotunga ke atakin.
Those young people you are talking about, young people, were you not marrying in the past? Where were the children?
Ikwa kona tara lo ya ngola ngitunga nguya boko iwani ngulu chichiki ngulu ngulu polo ete ikite wone bitongole yakata.
The children were dying. The dams. So the situation is moving. There are some mistakes in the Ministry of Works. By some of those planners, you find new roads are good, like this one, then the old roads are allowed to deteriorate. That's why the road from Kampala to Jinji is now not so good, yet this one far away from Kampala is good. And the one from Mitiana to Mbende was allowed to deteriorate. But we are stopping that bad planning. Once a road is tarmac, it will not be allowed to deteriorate. And the Maram roads will also be maintained. And we shall continue adding to the length of the tarmac roads. Therefore, on the issue of jobs, the pessimism expressed by the RIRN, you write it for me. How do you say it? You write it for me. Somebody write it for me. Therefore, the pessimism spread by groups like Monitor. Monitor is RIRN Monitor. Is wrong, and they are going to be ashamed.
So
as we stand today, according to the figures they gave me from UBOS, there are 1.4 million workers in the factories. You check how many they were, 1986, those who were in the factories. In agriculture, there are 3.6 million. In services, there are 5 million. In ICT, there are 46,000. Now, the jobs in the public service are 480,000, all the public servants. Therefore, even where we are now, the jobs in the private sector are many more than the jobs of the government. And we are just beginning. Now, where we are moving now, agriculture alone will create so many jobs. As the minister was beginning to explain to you, Minister Beta Mongi, When somebody gets money of PDM, he creates wealth. Ebari first. You create ebari. It is the ebari that creates jobs. You cannot have what we call jobs, aswam. Use the artist, so aswam is easier for me.
Okay, sir.
You cannot have aswam without abari. Whether the abari is of the government, like the man who spoke, Bamwesije, the abari he's talking about is government abari, it's not his abari. He's head of Uganda Civil Aviation Authority. Which is the government parastatal. So it is the ebari of the government, but creating aswam for the people. But the private abari, like the factories, the farms, those also create a lot of jobs for the people. I'll give you here one example of the man in Fort Portal. Give me that man, what is his name? The one in Fort Portal. Nyakana, yes.
Bangi da chamticheni ainaki nieda kidikwane tengna etwane benyakana angini ya Fort Portal.
My name is Nyakana Richard from Rwengaju. This village is called Rwengaju village in Ky'abakozi, Fort Portal City. And where we are here is my home and it's my farm. The biggest landlord in this village of Rwengaju is having 7 acres. People are surviving on quarter an acre, half an acre. 80% of the population here, they are on half an acre, they are on quarter an acre. This farm and this home is seated on 1.25 acres. It is surveyed land. And 1 acre of land here, where we are here, is costing 80 million Uganda shillings. It is very expensive to buy land. Our farm is called Kana Farm. It is having 4 economic activities. Number 1, we are in zero grazing of dairy cows. Number 2, we are in poultry, majorly for layer birds. Number 3, we are in feed processing for livestock. Number 4, manure production. With the poultry, we have 8,500 chicken, and they are in a chick stage, grower, and layer. Those which are laying are giving us 120 trays of eggs, which we are selling at 12,000 shillings per tray, which gives us 1,440,000, and the cost of production is 1,140,000, which gives us a net balance of 300,000 per day as profit. With the feed pressing plant, Every day we are processing 1,000 kilos or 1 ton of feeds. We are selling these feeds at 1,850 per kilo, and the cost of production is 1,700. So on every kilo we are making 150 shillings times 1,000 kilo. That is 150,000 shillings per day as net balance of profit from the feeds processing plant. For the dairy zero grazing section, we have got 8 cows. Out of these, 6 are mothers now. The 6 mothers are giving us 120 liters of milk every day. We are selling our liter of milk at 1,000 shillings, farm gate price, and which gives us 110,000 shillings per day. And the cost of feeding them is 50,000 shillings per day. That leaves us with a balance of 60,000 shillings per day as net profit.
To summarize what Nyakan is saying, he has got those 4 enterprises on 1 acre, 1.2 acre.
Chente iklurunyikiringa krongone balanya kana ngun. Balanya kana kiya karingeli ngake rupunga dikidiocha. Ata mirarte tare una ba karingeli. Ere peya kanen era nga milionio atomonikani kaunia kigel. Echamtena ikone president yoka klurunyikiringa krone era de wane jok.
He has got hens for eggs, which give him more than 1 million a day, 1 million shillings a day.
Aloto mafam ngana nyakana ngin. Yang kokoro ngulu nana kinete nyedi ngidilinga pe million aloto ma kolongi kotere ngabe ye.
And he is selling milk, 110 liters of milk per day, and he's getting money for that.
Egialna rida na baloto ma ke fam ngakile kai diamonte ngidilinga ngulu pe yalala.
He has also started making animal feed.
We didn't
have time to show, but what I wanted to show you was that from those activities on 1.2 acres, he's employing 15 people now. I don't know. I don't know whether they can show us the people who are working there, the people. The workers, show us the workers. It will take time. I know that he's employing 15 people now. And that's 1 acre. I have given you an example that if Uganda has got 40 million acres of arable land, now if we had just 7 million of us using 1 acre, in activities like the ones of Nyakana, not necessarily this, but maybe coffee, maybe other things, but intensive agriculture on a small on the 1 acre. $7 million out of the 40 million.
ate marebe nga milionio nga kanikari ya loto manguna dege tomoni umonongono.
Would create 105 million jobs.
Ngezi ate marebe arai keranga na itia wani ngitu nga milionio kanikari ni.
They will-
Lakini wani ngitu nga mulio doliti ape alipio a milionia ape mi atanga kani.
There will be so many jobs that you shall not have enough Ugandans to do them.
Kala lario be tishaneni paka achia pa kikipio wantararia munengetu nga mulio Uganda mulio arai itia te tichungolo.
And you can get other examples. For instance, you get Joseph Ijara of Serere. Let's see what he's doing.
Ngolekiri chente wanamba achia ketanyi kinetaneng na itungane pe Joseph Yala.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ijala. I am the proprietor of Ky'abakozi Farm, which is located in Serere in a place called Kapusi, where we are. And in Ky'abakozi we have dairy, poultry, and we also make the laundry bar soap. But we also have the value addition aspect of the farm, where we produce yogurt and pack it, tin it for the market. This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency, the President of Uganda, when he had come here and he was teaching people about the 4-acre model. He was having a rally in Soroti, and that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that master business in Soroti. So when I heard this, when I heard he was around, I crossed to go and listen to his story. And he was talking about a 4-acre model, how to improve household income. So when I came back, I was fired because I delayed there and the guy said, you go and eat those words that you had. But I had already this land, 2.5 acres, but I also had local chicken here. But after hearing that, I got inspired to put more effort on raising this chicken. So I raised the chicken to the tune of about 100 of them. Then I got a small incubator. That was about 4 eggs. So I used that incubator for multiplying my local chicken farm. Eventually I was having 1,500 local chicken around. I was very famous for local chicken. So but then local chicken were not answering my day-to-day needs. So I decided to translate it to layers. In Ky'abakozi Farm we have 10,000 layers, which give me about 310 trays per day. And each tray goes at a price of 10,500. So approximately 3 million, about 3 million shillings a day from the eggs that we get. Of course, it varies depending on the cost of the feeding, but at least a half goes for management, a half goes to our pocket as Ky'abakozi. So after selling the layers, that money I invested it on dairy. I started dairy with 4 cows. But you know, I have multiplied it very fast because I'm using AI. I have my own semen bank here, so I do artificial insemination. And then I also got a vet who was able to train some of us here with the veterinary knowledge. I think it's using vet.
You should get time and watch those films from the good performers. But Joseph Ijara sells 310 trays of eggs per day.
Ejoko chenche wani akitere ngichengu kote ngula loto mangatuma yeni wani. Na ite tungane boko Joseph ni. Yapala giala na ringeri. Nga tunguna nga bejeji. Une doliti nga mea uli. Une deparito nga mea uli na kolongi.
And he's getting 3 million shillings per day from eggs alone. Then he has got cows, which you saw, like in Nyakane, but in a small area. He has got cows, but he's getting 320 liters per day.
Na iteria munu ingi galani yang akile mulio doliti mulia ingamia ngauni yang ena kolongi.
And in a year he gets more than 1 billion shillings from 2 acres. For him it was 2.5 acres.
Ikwa etungana ni ngolo lekete o wani mol. Eria munu ngi zelinga ngapunge mune de parti ngamia ngari yaloto mange kai ngari.
And when he removed the costs, he remained with about 800 million shillings.
Bana inge yanele manaringe dinge zelinga ngulu istiye ngulu atacha ngetunga kidonyo tonge zelinga ngulu de parti ngalipio ngamia ngawuni.
And he has created more jobs than Nyakana, I think like 30 jobs or something. So therefore, the Alayerer should shut up. We are going to create more jobs than the jobs in Uganda. And the formula, which is universal, you create wealth, whether it is of government or of individuals, and the wealth creates jobs. And in order to create wealth, we need to ensure the following things, which you should concentrate on. Low cost of electricity. Low cost of transport. That's why we are building the railway. The railway is cheaper than the road. Yes, we are tarmacking the roads, but the roads are good for passengers. But cargo needs the railway. Railway is cheaper, and the railway and water transport are cheaper. Because that's how the wealth creators will be encouraged. If they have low costs, they will make profit. And if they make profit, they will be encouraged. Low cost of money, like in the UDB or PDM, this is money with low cost. Low cost of the internet. That's how we shall accelerate the creation of jobs, and the acceleration of creation of jobs will accelerate the creation of wealth, and the acceleration of wealth will create the acceleration of creation of jobs. Even here in Karamoja, people are waking up. There's a boy I visited near here, Nakapiripiriti. Let's see that boy.
Sub-county under Namalu and Nakapiripiriti district. When I stopped from my studies, I sat home for around 3 years when I was not doing anything with either government. Little am I knowing, God will bring helpless. When it reaches around 2020, a rumor of PDM came, and we were the first people to receive money from Nakapiripiriti. I received $1 million. I rented 4 acres of land, and I was able to harvest 14 bags. Now from my harvest, I sat down, I see my left and right of myself. I just say, God has given me this reward. I picked 10 bags. That's 1,000 kilograms. I took it to Soroti market. They bought a kilo at 1,700. Out of the number of bags I took there, I was able to get 1,700,000. When I came back, I have a friend of mine. He has not got, he's having wisdom, he's having knowledge concerning how to rear these things. Because he was once assisting someone from those ends of Kampala, rearing these pigs. He instructed me than you misusing money in other businesses. You introduced about the piggery project. And I bought 5 pigs, at 80 out of 1.7, which is equivalent to 400,000. I remained with 1.3, I picked 700,000 for buying the land. Now I remain with 600,000 out of 1.7. I remain with 600,000.
Now, that is a boy who is near, that's a boy who is near here.
He had
dropped out of school. And he had nothing. But when he got the 1 million of PDM, he hired 4 acres. He didn't have land, he hired. And grow something that I had never heard of. That is called green grams. I have never heard of them. Then he sold the green grams in Soroti and bought pigs. By the time I was there, he had about 35 pigs. He was now employing himself. And his mother, I think, was also working there with him. Maybe they had even got somebody to help them. So this is the way. The Alayere should stop diverting you. Those are useless. Concentrate on what NRM is telling you. I was glad to hear Okecho, the trade union, talking about the markets. Once you start producing, then the next question is who buys? So if you are serious, you will now be talking about the markets of East Africa, of Uganda, of West Africa, of Africa. Otherwise, who will buy? If there are so many eggs, so much pigs, who will buy them?
Ki wari trobo to kana yom ka giala ka ngule lwaka. Nera ngai na ko ne pedori wana giele ngborol da loto mane peine ke iko kona wanda ankare mojong. Ite mogino tara kona gorengini warta wan market ngola lokinga.
I was telling these workers leaders yesterday, if you are workers, you should be talking about patriotism. Patriotism, love Uganda in those factories. Everybody should be taught to love Uganda.
Ani biene ke ania ya wanketi ya kanche abua ngolimo ke ya temarebe andro ke chamto wana temarebe leki matike ya kauni angini tungana ni wane amena ya kokwa Uganda tobali yong ayong ati itungana ni ya Uganda iti ya borebe ati.
Why love Uganda? Why love Uganda?
Kani nyona igrete mugno yoto menara kuni kwa Uganda.
Because you need it for your market.
The
market of the products your factory is producing, from which has given you a job. Pan-Africanism, we must love Africa. Because the internal market of Uganda is not enough. So all those things, NRM has already told you everything, but people just keep wondering, going up and here.
Ngakronda danga dawaku gane yokwali mokini woni ebitongolo itemogine boyo na ite yawo ni je ngube ya laere mulunye bupete ngakro.
So once you have patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, that boy, the boy of Nakapiripiriti, is being transformed from a jobless boy to a boy who is a money maker.
Kire ani mena yu akoni kwa mena yu Uganda imena kwa pangana nkiriono ya mambore kingo pikini yong ekwa kwa ne dia ngolo yokongolo yana nyeti ngolo ngola na tunu ngolo social ngolo tiyenye ngolo social ya muni ya mambore ngo pikini
socio-economic transformation, you must become new people.
Kana ina bo akibeleki ni yong aloto me yere ngolo ngoro to ngolo de garonon lo pakalo yere ngolo ajo kwa mam nyiki ngo pikini yong.
Then we can add on international solidarity to
ina cheki pedo danga ke atake na tamari yeri katari kinga dane ni nyarai na papa ngiro no koringa na ngulu yeni ni gelare go ko bore
to negotiate with the Chinese, with the Americans, with the Europeans about selling to them, but we need to strengthen our own market first. Market of Uganda, market of Africa, they are here. They should be consolidated. That's what you should be talking about. Monitor should be writing about East African integration, not writing rubbish, which they always write every day.
Aneni peidan temokino wan yongolegi de jongolo temokino amenatara ya kokwa. Kara enege kori kingada. Kotere topata na yong ni bore chamdi yong agela lokinga.
They are agents of foreign interests. But we shall defeat them as we defeated all those traitors. Now, yesterday, I had a discussion with the workers' people. As I told you, we are going to discuss more in June, but internally within the cabinet, we are going to take up the issues also. The issue of the minimum job, or minimum wage. The issue of the tripartite. No casual labor. We shall end casual labor. And we are going to lock up all those employment agencies which go between the people, the workers, and the employer. We also talked about the issue of the threshold for pay as you earn. We talked about the issue of the foreign labor. The companies which bring foreigners to do work which the Ugandans can do. We talked about the government supporting the labor centers which were being supported by foreigners in the past. We also talked about the low cost of housing for workers. We had a serious discussion and they were listening very carefully because me, I'm not a joker. I'm not Chufucha Mtuma. Banyankore have a saying, Chufucha Mtuma, Ngwenji Asia at Munyare Mbiame, a stupid Munyankore, his house was on, he was told that your house is on fire. Then he said, prepare a bed for me to sleep. Sleep where? The house is on fire. So we always handle the situation the way it is. But the way we discussed, the things are moving in they are moving in a rational direction. Minimum wage discussed by the tripartite. And sector by sector. That's a realistic approach. So we are going to discuss more and conclude. I have noted the other points raised today. Like the workers' representatives in the different groups he mentioned. The free trade zone and so on, the ones he mentioned. And circles for workers supported by the government. But I think you, the workers, should also emphasize the issue of free education for the children in government schools. I don't know why you don't emphasize that. So finally, the Karamojong here, I am glad you are now peaceful. You say you love cows, but actually you hate cows. Somebody who loves cows like me, I cannot steal a cow. And I don't steal a cow, not because I don't want to harm the owner of the cow.
Nyacha meeting edina baru kitika etwana ngini kailope ai baraza ngini ya kokouna.
Which is also a godly issue. God will be happy with me if I don't steal.
Nera tara kujuda ngelope keke ngoleki hapa kokoye bunia lakari.
But I don't want to bring into my cows a cow which I don't know whether it is sick or not.
Anna itika yongo nyape doria ngalozi ya kokoune baraza tichari. Aichi hapa ki baraza ngini ya kokoune ayi. Nyayi ata maredia ka kurimam.
My friend in Kotido gave me a cow. But I took many months without accepting it. Although I didn't want to offend him, but I said, no, you hold on, let the vets first check it. Because I didn't want that cow to bring diseases to my cows. So what you are doing now in this region, Turkana, Kenya, all these South Sudan, stealing cows, you are actually enemies of cows. Your own cows and the cows of others. You saw Ijara there. Ijara, the one of Serere. You saw Nyakana. Their cows cannot mix even with the neighbor's cows. That's why they are safe. They don't meander to pick a disease. They don't meander. They don't interact with other cows. Even the boy with the pigs now here, the one I visited, I had to help him get a sengenge to make sure his pigs don't mix with other pigs. That is what we, the cattle lovers, do. We don't mix our cows with other cows, because if you do, they will die because of disease. I therefore congratulate everybody on Labor's Day. And I thank you for sponsoring me for president next year. We are going to discuss it. The proposal will be put to SEC, and we shall inform them that the people are supporting this, they are supporting this. Alakara noi.
Alakara noi akan nabo. Alakara.
Thank you, Excellency. Excellency, you will honor us with a few activities, then we release you for the medals. And I want to request the team that has the third Decent Work Country program to bring it in front. One for labor market information system and digital job matching system. Your Excellency, these are two programs which are trying to support prevention of the casual labors that you talked about, promoting social security, increasing employment and productivity, and improving the workplace safety and health. I want to invite ILO representative to please join. Right Honorable Third Deputy Prime Minister, can you join? And the team from the Ministry of Gender. Your Excellency, I'm kindly inviting you to append your signature for launching the third Decent Work Country program, a program which is supposed to increase employment and production, strengthen capacity for collective bargaining, promote social security. It's an integrated program which will run throughout the country and the cities. I don't know where the Minister of State for Labor is. Should be with the team. Thank you. Is the team for Labor Market Information System ready so that the President doesn't need to sit down again? Can you replace that? Thank you, Excellency. Excellency, the team joining with the checks are 13 groups, including Makerere University Food and Technology and Nutrition Department, Kawanda National Research Laboratories, Rentanga Farm Institute, Finn Church Aid, Okere Community Development, Wend Africa, Namalu Farmers Produce and Cooperative Society, Chirehura Women Entrepreneurs in Ghee Processing and Dairy, Benedicto Nuns of Perpetual Adoration of the Most Blessed Sacraments, Motive Creation, Hairo Cassava Growers, Kindi Women Fish and Bunyoro Cooperative. Can I have the World Bank representative to His Excellency has concluded. Congratulations, the team that has been awarded grants. Those are grants under GROW. Your Excellency, they are grants, they are not loans, and all the grants are for supporting equipment, supporting value addition, supporting those that are already working and having either factories or they are having their own businesses with scaling it up, and the grants are going to support them, to support other women. For instance, the one for Makerere University, Department of Food Technology and Nutrition, they will be having women who want to scale up their products to be supported there. Kawanda National Research Laboratories, the same, and Rentanga Farm Institute is handling in the area of Ankole and West the issue of dairy production, processing, ghee processing, yogurt, and others. And these women who are undertaking training and being supported in Rentanga will go there and be supported at a very subsidized amount, but the grant is for those entities. Your Excellency, thank you very much. On behalf of the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, I want to thank you for coming, and now hand over to the team that will guide us for the next session, which is award of medals. Thank you very much, and thank you everybody for coming and gracing the occasion. Thank you.
Your Excellency, we are singing after the awards. We are singing after the awards. Keep there, please. We are singing after the awards. Your Excellency, we welcome the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancery for the awards of today.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without Portfolio, Honorable Cabinet Ministers and Ministers of State here present, Permanent Secretaries here present, Justices of the High Court here present, Honorable Members of Parliament here present, Their Excellencies the Ambassadors and High Commissioners here present, respective representatives of Security Service Chiefs, Generals, Senior Officers, non-commissioned officers, and militants, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On this year's auspicious occasion of celebrating International Labour Day, His Excellency the President is pleased to recognize deserving citizens of Uganda and other persons by awarding them medals of honor and conduct the presentation of the 61 of them is I, Major General George Igumba, the Master of Ceremonies of the Chancery, as per law established. Now, therefore, in accordance with Section 3, Part 2 of the National Honours Awards Act 2001 as amended, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda has approved the award of medals to 61 persons, among whom 16 are female, during this year's International Labour Day celebrations. The medals categorized are as below. The Distinguished Order of the Crested Crane, 4th Class Officer, the Distinguished Order of the Nile, 1st Class Grand Commander, and 4th Class Officer, the Kabalega Star Medal, the Distinguished Service Medal Police, the Royal Triangle Medal, the Personal Sacrifice Medal Police, the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold, 30 years plus Police, and 60th National Independence Diamond Jubilee Medal. The names of the 61 awardees were duly considered by the Presidential Awards Committee, comprising of 9 eminent persons, with Honorable Dr. Beatrice Wabudea as chairperson and Hajjat Zamina Malole as secretary, under the aegis of the Minister for the Presidency, Honorable Millie Babirie Babalanda. Now, award of the Distinguished Order of the Crested Crane Medal. Pursuant to Section 3(2), Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honours and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Distinguished Order of the Crested Crane 4th Class Officer Medal is awarded to a person who distinguishes him or herself leadership or service in the public or private sector as a political leader of a local government, an advocate, doctor, engineer, or accountant, a member of a foreign government who contributes to the development of Uganda. The two awardees who have been duly approved are Mr. Stephen Kabuye, a male adult from Nakaseke district. His Worship Stephen Kabuye served as the mayor of Entebbe municipality from 1993 to 2011, leaving behind a lasting legacy of achievements. Throughout his career, he associated with several significant milestones, including but not limited to building a solid corporate image for Entebbe municipality and preserving and beautifying green spaces. The second one is Dr. Samuel Kagwa, a male adult from PG district. He is among the most celebrated personalities in the field of human medicine in both Uganda and the international community. Next is award of the Distinguished Order of the Nile Medal. Pursuant 3.2 second schedule part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Distinguished Order of the Nile First Class Grand Commander Medal is awarded to a person who excels in production, research, economic development, social or cultural enterprises while promoting Uganda abroad through artistic, scientific, or cultural work by working in the public service, being a member of a cultural, religious, academic, or scientific institution, being a member of the public or private sector, being a traditional leader or community leader, or being a distinguished member of a visiting cultural delegation. The one awardee who has been duly is none other than Ms. Doreen Katsime, a female adult from Mbara district. The permanent secretary of the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities, a position she has held since 2016, Ms. Doreen Katsime has had an outstanding career in management and governance, progressing through the ranks. Award of the Distinguished Order of the Nile Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2 second schedule part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Distinguished Order of the Nile Fourth Class Officer Medal is awarded to a person who excels in production, research, economic development, social or cultural enterprises, while promoting Uganda abroad through artistic, scientific, or cultural work by working in the public service, being a member of a cultural, religious, academic, or scientific institution, being a member of the public or private sector, being a traditional leader or community leader, or being a distinguished member of a visiting cultural delegation. The one awardee who has been duly approved is Sheikh Elias Chigoz. Award of the Kawalega Star Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2 second schedule part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Kawalega Star Medal, which is the second highest military decoration, is awarded to a person for conspicuous gallantry that does not justify the award of the Order of Katonga, but bordering with the qualification for the award of the Order of Katonga. The one awardee who has been duly approved is none other than Resistance Officer number 01450, Lieutenant General retired Andrew Guti, a male adult from Napak district. Next is award of the Distinguished Service Medal Police. Pursuant to Section 3.3 second schedule part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Distinguished Service Medal Police is awarded to police officers who have upheld ethical values and conduct, integrity, initiative, and total commitment with outstanding performance, but not necessarily bravery. The medal is also awarded for acts of humility, kindness, humanitarian attitude, and faithfulness. The one award who has been duly approved is A/837 Commissioner of Police Richard Asedri Arumadri. Next is award of the Luero Triangle Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Luero Triangle Medal is awarded to any person, military or civilian, who either joined the struggle or operated closely with the armed freedom fighters against dictatorships in Uganda from 1981 up to 1986. The one award who has been duly approved is none other than Resistance Officer number 3895, Major Retired Okwiri Raboni, a male adult from Kabarore District. Next is award of the Personal Sacrifice Medal, Police. Pursuant to Section 3.3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Personal Sacrifice Medal is awarded to officers who have been wounded or killed in the line of duty. It may be awarded posthumously. The one award who has been duly approved is number 32831, Detective Sergeant Chemonges Fred. May his soul rest in peace. He was from Kapchora District. Next is award of the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold, 30 years plus Police Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold, 30 years plus Medal is awarded to officers with long service years with a clean and uninterrupted service to the force. The four awardees who have been duly approved are K/1885, Senior Superintendent of Police Kayongo W. Hamza, a male adult from Kayunga District. The next is M/2295, Inspector of Police Mubinge Mebra Keti, a female adult from Namtumba District. Followed by N/1543, Assistant Inspector of Police Namulinda Monica, a female adult from Iganga District, who is followed by B/1131, Inspector of Police Byarugaba John, a male adult from Rukunjiri District. Now, the award of the National Independence Diamond Jubilee Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the National Independence 60th Diamond Jubilee Medal is awarded to a person in recognition of outstanding service and loyalty to the country from 9th October 1962 to 9th October 2023, and who has championed and contributed significantly to the struggle for independence, or to a person who has continued to protect the independence of Uganda. The 49 awardees who have been duly approved are Professor John Chrysostom Senyondo Musaz, a male adult from Kampala District. Dr. Engineer Silva Mugisha, a male adult from Bushenyi District. The Managing Director of the National Water and Storage Corporation, Dr. Engineer Silva Mugisha, has been instrumental in the transformation of the National Water and Storage Corporation, an organization he has served with distinction for over 29 years since he joined it in 1994. Under his leadership, the corporation has experienced significant growth in terms of coverage, revenue generation, and asset base. Next is Mr. Bruno J.B. Bwambale, a male adult from Kasese District. Mr. Bruno Bwambale has demonstrated unwavering dedication and expertise in the cooperative movement and community development. Next is Ms. Mary Akuya Aneko, a female adult from Nebi District. Miss Mary Akuya Neko is a dedicated teacher by profession who has made significant contribution across various fields, spiritually, socially, and politically at local, regional, national, and international levels. Next is Mr. John Ruganda. May his soul rest in peace, who was from Kabarole district. Next is Miss Trifina Mpirire Kagabo. May her soul rest in peace, who came from Rukunjiri district. Following is Mr. Douglas Opio, a male adult from Lira district. Next is Miss Dorothy Kabagambe Semmanda, a female adult from Kampala district. Next is Mr. Lamex Omara Apita, a male adult from Lira district. Next is Associate Professor Sudi Nangoli, a male adult from Sironko district. Next is Mr. Abdul Nasir Hussein Shera, a male adult from Kampala city. Next is Miss Katura Mujaki, a female adult from Chegegwa district, followed by Mr. Solomon Ocho Oburu, a male adult from Tororo district. Next is Miss Christine Niweshaba, a female adult from Rwanda district. Next is Miss Zura Nakabugo Neta, a female adult from Wakiso district, followed by Mr. Sam Chimba Gombia, a male adult from Luero district, who is followed by Mr. Godfrey Musinguzi, a male adult from Wakiso district. Next on this list, Your Excellency, is Mr. Asadi Kibet, a male adult from Kapchora district, followed by Mr. Nasa Senyondo, a male adult from Masaka district. Next is Mr. Francis Mugwanya, a male adult from Kampala city, followed by Nakausi Karuhanga, may her soul rest in peace, who hailed from Kazo district. She is followed by Mr. Stephen Mugisha, a male adult from Ibanda district. Next is Mr. Manasseh Bwambale, a male adult from Kasanda district, followed by Mr. Alan Shonubi Senkatuka Christopher, a male adult from Kampala district. Next on the list, Your Excellency, is none other than Resistance Officer number 07958, Colonel Samuel S. Sekama, a male adult from Kono district, followed by Resistance Officer number 09827, Colonel Jimmy Mukuba Kabila, a male adult from Budaka district, who is followed by Resistance Officer number 08240, Lieutenant Colonel Godson Magara Turiakira, a male adult from Ntungamo district, who is followed by Resistance Officer number 08046, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Chimbugwe Sigantebuka, a male adult from Wakiso district, who is followed by Resistance Officer number 13260, Captain Jimmy M. Wambale, a male adult from Kasese district, followed by Resistance Officer number 13541, Lieutenant Saidi Lamas Gainzara, a male adult from Ajuman district, who is followed by Resistance Officer number 13816, Lieutenant Halim Hussein Kome, a female adult from Luero district. Next is Mr. Giuliano Tian, a male adult from Italy, a resident of Nakapiripiriti district. Honorable Selopua, a female adult from Nakapiripiriti district, followed by Mr. Marcelo Aliquang Okello Remo, may his soul rest in peace, a male wrong, who hailed from Karenga district. Mr. Paul Abdul, a male adult from Napak district, followed by Mr. Luke Jackson Abong Abangamoy, a male adult from Nakapiripiriti district, followed by Mr. Naftali Napoleon Ochen, a male adult from Abim district, followed by Mrs. Imoko Aboka Nase, a female adult from Nakapiripiriti district, who is followed by Mr. Joshua Ojao, may his soul rest in peace, who hailed from Nakapiripiriti district. followed by Miss Gladys Kamasanyu, a female adult from Nakaseke district, who is followed by Mr. Mike Okiring, a male adult from Kedea district. Next is Mr. Haruna Kulkiria, a male adult from Dhaka district, who is followed by Mr. Levi Ramkanda, a male adult from Kanungu district. Next is Miss Rhoda Bukanza, a senior clinical officer, a female adult from Manafa district, who is followed by Miss Juliet Tugume, enrolled nurse, a female adult from Rukunjiri district. Next is Mr. Christopher Waitogo Musana, retired senior instructor, a male adult from Serere district, followed by Mr. Thomas Mukalazi, instructor grade 2, a male adult from PG district. Miss Catherine Dawaru, assistant nursing officer, midwifery, female adult, Arua district. And last but not least on my list, Your Excellency, I have Miss Ariatu Dora, a female adult from Kazo district. Your Excellency, that ends my submission. I do thank you for your kind attention and indeed patience for God and my country.
Your Excellency, we beg for your indulgence that you hear out a song by Karamajongo Women Peace Forum. Thank you, Your Excellency.
I leave it, eh?
Celebrating, mothers
Your Excellency, thank you so much for being with us all this time. May I now call for the anthems. We start with the Workers' Anthem, then the East African Community Anthem, then the National Anthem. Oh, His Excellency is first calling these people. Yeah. The band, please first hold on. Let the President have the photo moment with the Karamoja women. Karamoja women, please hurry up. Those are the Karamoja women. Karamoja, those are the Karamoja Women Peace Forum. Yeah, thank you so much, Your Excellency. We thank you, and we would like to. We are now getting the national the anthems. Please, the women. Thank you. Okay. Okay, the Karamoja women. Thank you. Can we have the anthems, please, starting with the Workers' Anthem, the East African Community, and then the National Anthem. would like to thank you so much, Your Excellency the President, and I would like to call upon you all to stay where you are until His Excellency the President leaves.
Where we are coming to the end of this year's celebrations of the International Labour Day Uganda chapter. At this point, we are witnessing the departure of His Excellency the President, and as you can see on your screen, that is his motorcade